Welcome back to the Pink Floyd Collectors YouTube channel. So I'm carrying on with the ticketing book here. This is going to be what, episode 4, part 4, I guess you call it. Starting in the year 1975, that's where we got up to. And it looks like we're on the United States of America. Ticket from Denver. As you can see, they've tragically ripped it down the middle. So somewhere in a bin there's a Floyd. Quite a sweet little ticket, this one, for the San Diego Sports Arena on the West Coast. No refund apparently, under $8 for the ticket. Sometimes it is crazy what the tickets were costing back then. And then you've got another one here for the in California as much Los Angeles Sports Arena, quite a famous venue. Of course, the Wall would play there as well a few years later. And someone's just written on the back, Pink Floyd. And you can definitely see some uniformity here about how the tickets are looking. Almost each one's exactly the same. These were actually quite nice long tickets to begin with, but I think it's some places they would actually rip it twice. And this was always you left for the re-entry, which is, yeah, obviously it doesn't even mention the band name on this, which is a bit of a shame. But luckily not everywhere is doing the same tickets. This is quite a nice one from the Capitol Center, which is, I think, in Washington, hence the name. Washington, DC, of course. But you'd have to check that, June the 9th, 1975. And some rules on the back there. But yeah, quite an individual ticket compared to how some looked. This was a typical kind of look as well for the tickets back then. Very kind of Ticketmaster feel to it. This one for Jersey City, and this one here for Broad Patterson. Oh no, they would be the promoters. Again, I'd need to look into this one. So this was the 13th of June. You have to remember to do it the American way around. June the 13th and the 14th of June. I do sometimes mean to just write a little explanation underneath these, but you can obviously use brain damage. They've got a good way of looking up dates there. So the Three Rivers Stadium, quite a famous date from 1975. Obviously this is when Pink Floyd's crowds were starting to get very big, and they were playing a lot of stadiums. A typical ticket for the area, again for Three Rivers. So interestingly, these are for the same venue, but different places have issued the tickets. So this one is Tickettron, and I forget, is this, what was the, so this was something called Quick Tick. This is in Houston, Texas. So, but Three Rivers, I'm sure that's Pittsburgh, isn't it? I don't know, I get so confused with the dates. You do need to look them up though. So this is another example. If you remember in the last video, I said sometimes you get 2 tickets and you can join them together. This can be done with this one. They are different tickets, but they managed to match up over time. This one's slightly more off colour. That's the only difference. But fortunately, I've been able to find the 2 halves and join them back together. But if they had numbers, so you see this one here is number 40565, whereas this one here is 14115. So yeah, but at Milwaukee County Stadium. The next ticket is probably one of my favourite bootlegs of all time. Ivor Wynne, which is in Ontario, Canada. And I don't know whether you can see this. If you look very, very carefully behind all the text, there is actually the band picture, the centerfold picture from Metal. I don't know whether you can see that. But this is definitely up there in my top 5, top 10 tickets. And I love the way on the back it says, the use of video and audio recording devices at this performance is strictly prohibited. And this ends up being one of the best recordings that fans have got, not only of the 75 tour, but it's probably one of the best audience recordings in terms of dynamics. I really love it. So yeah, great ticket, that one. And then we've got Olympia Stadium, which we've had previously. There's another Detroit ticket. And quite a low number issue this for number 909. Quite a big stadium. And then these ones typically seem to be around the New York area, New Jersey. But this is for the April 27th. So I'd have to look it up. It's nice that it's got quite big lettering there that it's Pink Floyd. Yeah, they do get a bit boring, these tickets. And then to close the 75 tour, Pink Floyd had a show in Nebworth, a country park just to the north of London. As you can see here, I've kind of got the different tickets. There was an A and B ticket. I've got the B ticket in the halves. Obviously that was typically the bit that was given back, but then I've got the A ticket on the right hand side. So I don't know whether on the A ticket they gave the other side back, but I have seen a lot of complete tickets of these, so I do think it's possible to join them together, albeit it might not be the number. But that show obviously closed on 75. Let's start on the 77. Just have a couple of look at the first dates. Now these German tickets are kind of legendary. Fantastic promoter called Mama, and they always give attention to detail. There's always something a little bit special. But this is like embossed on the back. You've got the Pink Floyd back catalogue. So again, the promoter doing their job, you could say. A great image from Wish You Were Here. This was because the Animals photo shoot had taken place so late in 76. They didn't really get any press out. These were probably on sale from November 76. With a show starting in January, they typically sell 3-4 months previously. So hence the fact that they're still using Wish You Were Here imagery. Although the album was just about to come out. So the show opened in Germany. So these are all German different cities. So this is Dortmund, where of course Pink Floyd would return and play The Wall. This one's been ripped along the bottom, but yeah, again, discography on the back. Nice image from Wish You Were Here. And another German city, this time Frankfurt. As you can see, the band were on full-on touring mode by 1977, getting invites to play everywhere. And this one's just been ripped rather than have been fully ripped and kept. And again, discography on the back up until that point. So let's do one more page because it carries on a theme here. All the tickets are kind of similar. It's the same promoter, so they're using the similar image every time. As you can see, the condition on this one's not the greatest. It looks like somebody's even updated this with relics and the best. It looks like they've crossed them out maybe as they've purchased them. But that was Frankfurt as well. We cross over to Antwerp in Belgium. Now, interestingly, I don't think this is a Mama concert, or at least it doesn't say Mama on it. In fact, yeah, it says GEM, so it's a different promoter, but they've certainly kept the same theme as the Mama tickets before them. Or maybe that was a protocol in place. Yeah, slightly different way of presentation on the rear, going top to bottom. That's a nice Belgium ticket. And then we've got a couple from France. I think Pink Floyd did a lot of dates here, but I've only got a couple of the tickets. This one's from the 23rd of February. I'm sure this was just dying, but it's gone yellow. I think they were all the same, the tickets. You can just see this suffers from fading quite badly. Someone probably had it on their fridge. And you can see a Path Marconi, which is the French label, their kind of version of Harvest. And you can see it's got their discography on the back as well. Exactly the same on this one. So okay, we'll call that a wrap. So that was it for part 4. Thank you for tuning in as always, and do continue with the questions. And I am starting to get a request now for some scans of these. I'm always happy to do that. We've done it for Record Collector, we've done it for publications all over the world. just send me an email and make the request of what resolution, and I'm more than happy to do that for you.